Hello everybody, welcome to Midas Letter Live. I'm your host Benjamin A. Smith, filling in for the one and only James West. Today we have a very special guest on the program. I'm going to speak with Jim Frazier. He's the CEO of Nutritional High International Inc. They trade on the Canadian Securities Exchange under the symbol EAT. Jim, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Now, getting right into some of the company events, the first thing that jumps out at me is the rather prodigious top-line revenue number that you posted in over 2017. I have here 586% in the latest quarter compared to the same quarter 12 months ago. Revenue was $5.8 million. A lot of it, with the sale of cannabis-related products, edibles, concentrates, and the like. Can you expand a little bit more, and how that revenue number is going to keep going up in future quarters?
So just to explain a little bit about the revenue, where the new revenue came from, is Calyx distribution in California has been the significant piece of that. When we first purchased Calyx distribution, they were doing a good amount of business, but through deployment of strategic capital and growing the business in California and taking Calyx into new areas of California, we've been able to significantly increase the amount of revenue that Calyx is generating. And also our acquisition of Pasaverde in Sacramento, California. We are currently producing all of our Fly-branded products, and we just recently started penetrating the California market with our internal brand of Fly. We have approximately about 12 to 14 different SKUs that we've deployed into the market, and that will also see and have a significant impact on revenue generation as well.
Okay, so at this point, how many different brands do you have, and is there a standout brand among the few that have penetrated the markets, California being one of them? Or is this, is there more irons in the fire going forward? Are there more acquisitions with different brands, or are you just going to concentrate on what you have right now for the foreseeable future?
Sure. So our core and our primary focus is growing our internal brand Fly, FLI. And you can see all the products that we produce at getfly.com, GETFLI.com. And it'll give you an idea of the scope and the type of products that we're producing. We do everything from vape pens to syringes to dab jars to chocolates and various other things. Over the last several months, we have purchased a couple different brands that we feel are going to give us additional opportunities with additional product selections into the marketplace, some hard candies and some other various items that we feel are going to really be part of the vision and the core focus for Nutritional High going into 2019. But to even further answer your question, we're working with several different companies in the California market and also in some of the other markets in the other states that would be a complement and what we feel would build great shareholder value when we bring these different companies in based off of what they do, the type of products that they produce, and what it will really add in and propel the Nutritional High vision forward.
Okay. At this point, how do you see the edibles market in general in a place like California? Is it still relatively fragmented in terms of there's not really a dominant player? And how do you see the opportunity building forward? Do you see the growth strategy as being one where there's a high chance of capitalizing, if you execute your strategy, to be one of those dominant players over the next few quarters?
So we're actually hinging a lot on the edible industry segment, just not in California, but in the other states as well. As we continue to see new consumers come into the market that weren't typical consumers before, you're seeing that the acceptance of edibles is getting greater and greater, regardless of what state we're in. We do see a huge opportunity based off of the selection of edibles, including the chocolates and hard candies and some of the other things that we're doing and getting ready to do. But we see that the market really hasn't, maybe one or two companies have done a decent job really binding the brand together and delivering a line of edibles that are going to have a marketing impact in the industry. What we're trying to do is we're strategically putting all these different types of edibles together and building into the Fly brand, to where we're actually building a household brand where we want to start building, behaviors. We want to start building habits and doing the type of marketing that will have an impact with the edible market. Whether we're talking about California, Colorado, Nevada, Washington, Oregon, wherever it is that we might be, we do see a huge opportunity to be able to really drive our experience and our products into the market.
So what should investors expect in the next couple quarters? Where does the market go from here? I know your stock has been, with a lot of smaller juniors, they've been a little bit under pressure, and but there's clearly a lot of good things going on here. What should investors expect for the immediate short term, say in the next couple quarters or two? What is the primary focus on your company and primary focus in the next couple quarters?
So I think I'm very confident that what we've seen over the last reporting is going to continue to steamroll forward. With the execution and the strategies that we've deployed in Pasaverde, we've 12, 14, 15 SKUs of our Fly brands in the market. And I literally was on a phone call the other day with Calyx Distribution, and they're seeing a dramatic and a significant impact of consumers buying our Fly products. So we're going to continue to see a lot of forward progress in the California market. With us bringing on Green Therapeutics in Nevada, that's going to have a significant impact as well. Not only are we going to be taking the current brands that Green Therapeutics are selling, we are rapidly pushing forward with launching our Fly branded products in Nevada as well. So not only will we have the Green Therapeutics brands, we'll also have our Fly brands in there as well. So with the product mixes, we feel that in all these markets, over the next quarter, the next 2 quarters, the next 3 quarters, we're going to start seeing some very solid revenue generation, both top line and bottom line. And we're also going to see us building some key in what I consider strategic partnerships with people that are going to help push us forward as well as a company. But to really summarize that, we're going to continue to stay on track with our core vision, our core focus, extract, produce, and generate profitable revenue in all these different markets. We're not going to waver from that. We feel that we've been successful up to this point. Yes, our stock is soft, it's undervalued, but at some point in time, when the industry starts recognizing Nutritional High as becoming a major player, especially with the size of footprint that we have and the impact we're having into multiple markets, both on an extraction side, a edible side, a revenue side, distribution, whatever that might be, this is when it's going to start getting real to investors. So what my recommendation is continue to follow us, monitor our progress, reach out, ask questions, and just keep an eye on Nutritional High and see where we're going in 2019.
Great. Now, while I have you on the program, any comments on the Farm Bill that is recently, that's going to be voted on soon, that they've reached a tentative agreement on Capitol Hill? You mentioned you have a lot of irons in the fires with extraction. So do you expect any positive benefits once the Farm Bill gets signed and passed through Congress?
Yes, absolutely. We're going to see some good solid impact with the bill. We're excited about some of the things it's going to bring to the table and some of the opportunities it's going to present to not just Nutritional High, but the industry in general. Okay, great. Well, Jim, we're going to leave it there for now. Thanks for the update. We're going to follow your story as we go along. Thanks a lot for appearing on the program. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Thank you.